Hey guys, here's Mr. Right and welcome back to another Overwatch video. Did I just say Overwatch? Today I want to talk about the new upcoming patch which has arrived at on the public test realm yesterday. There are really big changes to a lot of heroes, and there's also a new battleground. There's Dehaka, and I would just say let's get started because many people are just too lazy to actually read the really long patch notes. So okay, first things first, there is a new battleground, but it is an custom games exclusive. That means you can't play it on Quick Match, Hero League, Team League, just on custom game. What that means, or why is Blizzard doing that? Because so many people are actually playing ARAM, that's all random, all mid. And yeah, that means they have to choose any map. And now they can just choose the Lost Cavern, that's the new battleground. It has just one lane, no objectives, and yeah, that's basically it. It's just about playing the new ARAM map. ARAM, right? No, I mean Blizzard's thought about it was that you actually try things out on this map because there is no objective, there is no disturbing things or something. You just try heroes out. You can, for example, play 2v2 against your friends or something and just try different comps or whatever. Yeah, on the map there's actually a core, of course, there's a fort, there's a keep, and there are minions. The only thing that actually counts as an objective, I would say, is the region globes. They are spawning every 45 seconds, I guess, and there are yeah, I think it's four spots where spawning these region orbs, and because there is no heal on the Hearthstone, the Hearthstone is disabled anyway, and you don't even heal when you are at the hall, the spawn area. So that means you can only heal through your own abilities, of course, the fountain and these region orbs. So that's basically the new battleground on the custom game, and yeah, really interesting. I like it. I mean, the theme is from the Tomb of the Spider Queen map, and it's a bit distracting actually, that because the minions are spiders like on Tomb of the Spider Queen, but they are not dropping gems. So, so the next one is the new hero Dehaka. Dehaka is a StarCraft hero, and people who actually played the StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm campaign know who Dehaka is. Dehaka is a primal pack leader, Zerg, whatever, and his only concern every time, his only thing he always wants to do is collecting essence. Maybe he is in some kind of connection with Abathur, we don't know, we will never know, but he is collecting essence, and he is flagged as a warrior. I was looking at some of the abilities and talents, and I have to say it sounds like he is an actual tank, but according to some first impressions by other players, he seems to be more like a specialist warrior, maybe like Rexa, for example. We will see how things are going, and yeah, I will just adjust the new hero, and he has no mount. He can burrow to any bush on the battleground, 40-second cooldown like Abathur, for example, or the Fly on Force set. So pretty standard so far here. The cool thing about that ability is actually that he doesn't need any kind of sight. He can burrow to any bush on the battleground, even behind enemy forts, for example. Yeah, so that's really interesting, and I'm looking forward to see some really cool plays with that. Okay, overall he has essence collection is a straight. He just collects essence by hero takedowns, killing minions and stuff like that, and he can activate it so he can heal up with the essence. He has a drag on his Q, so he can pull people. He has Dark Swarm that allows him to go through enemy units, and like Sonya's Whirlwind, for example. So he he can't get body blocked while this ability is active. And his E is burrow. Okay, yeah, I know. His mount ability is actually called Brush Stalker, and his E ability is burrow. That means burrow is 2 second stasis, and he becomes invulnerable while this is active. So, and you can talent it a bit. So you can, for example, you can skill a knockback, you can skill a slow when you come back again and stuff. So yeah, really cool stuff. And overall I like his kit, and I haven't played him yet, to be honest. I just tried him in try mode on a PTR because you actually have to buy him, and I'm not sure if I want to buy him with real money, but we will see. Okay, so his heroic abilities is Isolation, a really evil ultimate in my opinion. It launches a biomass that deals damage, silences, slows the first enemy, and that for 3 seconds. And in addition to that, for the next 6 seconds, the affected enemy loses sight of allied heroes, and it greatly reduces the vision. That means if your team decide to, let's say, want to kill, I don't know, let's say they want to gank a squishy, right? So Dehaka comes in, throws this ultimate against that enemy hero, and he is just basically blind and silent and stuff. It's a really evil ultimate, and I really like it. So we will see how it will be in the games. His other ultimate is kind of a tanky ultimate. Well, kind of, it is a tanky ultimate. After a 5-second delay, 60% of all damage taken during this time will be returned to Dehaka as health. That means if you see yourself in a really bad spot and the enemy team is focusing you, you just try to press that ultimate, you heal up, and then try to escape, right? So that's basically it. Or maybe in a team fight, you just want to turn around. It's a really strong heal if you think about it, and it can actually save up Divine Palm, for example, by Charism. So Charism can use the Divine Palm on another different target instead of you. Yeah, so that's basically Dehaka. I don't want to say too much about it. That's basically just his kit so far, yeah. Okay, so there are some user interface changes. I will go over that, but a really interesting thing. So many people were actually asking for it. Bans in ranked play. Everyone who actually saw at least one pro game, like on the BlizzCon, for example, championship, they were able to ban heroes, and now we can do it on the live servers as well. Okay, so maybe some people are asking now, okay, how will it work? So first of all, hero bans are in Hero and Team League, and all games will use that so-called mid-ban method. That means at the team who gets the first pick picks also the first ban, but the second ban is after the third pick, and that is then the enemy team first. You know, it's basically that. Okay, so who decides which hero got banned? Actually, it will be the player with the highest matchmaking rating. To be honest, I don't like it that much, but I mean, okay, how should Blizzard do then, right? So there must be an indicator who actually knows what to do, and if it's a nice player, and I hope so, there are still nice players out there, that you will just be able to talk to each other and say, okay, maybe we don't want this, we want this, you know. I really hope that it will not be messed up or something. Okay, so whichever team wins the coin toss before drafting begins will receive first ban, first pick, as I said. So it's yeah, we have to see how things are going there. Each team will have 45 seconds to ban a hero during the first round and 30 seconds during the second ban round. So another change to the ranked play is that the minimum player level requirements have been removed. That means you don't have to play until at least level 30 to actually enter the ranked play. So if you want to do a smurf and just want to go Hero League, have fun with that. But you still need heroes. So you had first it was 10 heroes. Now it's actually 14 heroes, and the heroes must be at least level 5 or higher, of course. That means the requirement of level 5 is actually a cool thing in my opinion, because it can actually offer you a team who knows what they're doing, right? So if it's an enemy team, if your team doesn't know what to do with a hero because they just decided to buy, let's say, Greymane, and Greymane is level 2, but Greymane needs a bit more practice, to be honest. It's just like, okay, why are you playing Greymane? So these are the requirements. So you don't need level 30 on your hero, on your player profile anymore, but you need 14 heroes now on at least level 5. But the free-to-play heroes of a week count to that requirement. That means if there is, let's say, Tychus on free-to-play, you don't own Tychus, but you have played him on level 5 to level 5, then you can actually pick him even though you don't own him, and he counts to that requirement of 14 heroes at level 5 or higher. I don't like the fact that the free-to-play heroes are included in the draft. It's okay if it counts to the requirement to have at least 14 heroes to level 5, but I don't like the fact that you can pick now free-to-play heroes, because it has a reason that you don't own that hero, right? For me, for example, I don't own Asmodan because I don't know what to do with Asmodan. I don't like him. I will never be good at him and stuff like that. And yeah, as I said, I don't like it that they can actually be drafted now, but we'll see how things are going, right? So that's basically it about the rank requirement changes. The draft lobby got reworked and stuff, so it's now a little bit more visual polished. The hero selection has been visually reworked. That actually is a really cool change if you think about it, because I didn't like the current choose of a hero. So it was a bit, where's my hero, and sometimes you just miss the hero because the time is over. Whatever. Okay, so death recaps have arrived. That means if someone kills you, you can actually see what killed you. It looks really cool, really detailed, but if you haven't used it yet, you don't know what's going on that screen. So I think it takes a while until we get used to it, but overall it's a really cool thing, and so many players actually asked for it. So that's basically it about the changes. Yeah, there are some hero ability changes about the art and how the spells are looking, but whatever. Let's get straight to the talent changes of the heroes. So I will just cover the biggest changes. So there are some little changes to Greymane and to Gal, but I would just cover the biggest changes here. And one of the first heroes I was actually a bit scared of was Illidan, because Illidan is one of my favorite heroes and one of my best heroes as well. And I was a bit scared what they will do to him, because, well, if you are comfortable with your hero, then you actually think he is fine, right? Well, Blizzard didn't think so, because they buffed Illidan a lot. And I played some quick matches right now and on the PTR, and I have to say he's a bit too strong, in my opinion, and I'm not alone with that opinion. But anyway, there are some talents removed. The Shadow Shield has removed, Regen Master had removed, Seasoned Marksman removed, Follow Through removed, First Aid removed, Giant Killer removed, Blood for Blood removed, Stone Skin removed. So basically, the Illidan was just one build to go competitive with, right? Every talent of that got removed. So that's just the wrap up, right? So his health got increased by over 200. His health regen got increased by 0.50. His attack speed got increased by 0.20. So just overall, his health regen and his attack speed got increased. And you know that Illidan's attack speed is insane anyway. So Okay, that was the first change where I was like, okay, why should you do that? Level 1, there's a new talent. It's called Unending Hatred. Permanently gain 0.1 basic attack damage for each enemy minion killed nearby and 1 damage for each enemy hero killed nearby. Basically, it's a rework of Seasoned Marksman, and Blizzard is actually working that out for every hero now, because not even Illidan has that. Kalthal has that. I guess Tychus has that too. It's called in the talent Quest. So Blizzard was talking about it months ago, that they like to bring up some kind of quest mechanic. So your quest with Seasoned Marksman, Region Master, whatever, is to collect the region orbs, to collect the stacks for your Seasoned Marksman. Yeah, that's basically it, right? So now it's actually called Quest, and that's one of these. And it's not only that you get increased attack damage for the kills of minions and heroes. You also get 10 basic attack damage in addition if you reach 20 bonus attack damage. So every time you actually reach 20 bonus attack damage through the stacks, you gain 10 additional basic attack damage. So I'm not sure if that is better or if it is worse or whatever. We will see how it will go on the live servers. A new talent on level 16, Fury Brand. Every 4th consecutive basic attack against the same enemy hero deals damage equal to 6% of the target's maximum health. So 6% of the target's maximum health. That means every 4th attack is 6% of the target's maximum health. That sounds high, that sounds really that sounds a lot, but it isn't if you think about it, because you need 4 straight attacks to actually get that bonus. With Giant Killer it was 1%, 1.5 or something. So I'm pretty sure it's just kind of adjustment, not a buff or a nerf, but now it's just kind of adjustment, because you need at least 4 attacks to actually get that bonus, instead of hitting twice and then you have already done 3% of the enemy's health damage or something. So yeah. Betrayer's Thirst, that is his trait, got a bit changed. Not actually changed, it was just like buffed a bit. The healing received increased from 20% to 40% of the basic attack damage dealt. Okay, that's 100% increase if you think about it. We will see. We will see. In my opinion, the heal is way too strong right now. He can 1v1 almost everything, and he can solo bosses in mid-game. And maybe I'm alone with that opinion, but in my opinion, no hero should be able to actually solo a boss. I know that Gasso can do it, I know that Sonya can do it, I know that Butcher can do it, I know that Rexa can do it. But in my opinion, no hero should actually able to do that. But anyway, Illidan with that increase of health and attack speed and healing, he is actually able to solo boss it now, even without Abathur. Just for the records. So Thrill of Battle talent got removed. The Thirsting Blade talent redesigned and moved from level 4 to level 7. The increased Betrayer's Third healing from 40% of basic attack to 60% of their basic attack damage with Sweeping Strike active. So it's a bit rework, a bit decrease, whatever. There's a new talent on level, what was it? Level 16, Blades of Arsinoth. You have to. It's kind of a stack mechanic. I really like the talent, but I'm not sure how to use it right now because I just played 2 games as Illidan so far. Hitting an enemy hero with Sweeping Strikes gains 1 Blade of Arsinoth stack up to a maximum of 5 stacks. That means you hit, let's say, 2 with your Sweeping Strikes, you have 2 stacks, and then you have to hit 3 more times, and you can actually do something with it. And when you, upon earning 5 stacks, you can activate the talent and you gain 50% attack damage increase for 8 seconds. Yeah, and the stacks got consumed, of course. Sounds a bit bursty and strong, and I'm pretty damn sure that talent is just too strong, in addition to all of the changes about his healing and attack speed and stuff. So there is so much more, but for the sake that the video doesn't take too long now, there's only one more thing I want to talk about. That's both ultimates. The Metamorphosis doesn't provide attack speed anymore, but it got added to the level 20 improvement of the ultimate. So it means if you want to get increased attack speed, you have to go for the level 20 Metamorphosis talent, Demonic Form. Yeah, so that's basically it. But the health bonus got increased from 183 to 200. That means you're getting a bit more tankier, but you do less damage, right? So basically it's an adjustment. And the hunt got basically not reworked or something, but there's a new level 20 talent. It's called Nowhere to Hide. And it's basically remove or rework whatever of the old level 20 talent for the hunt. It has still global range, but in addition to that, it reveals passively all enemy heroes who are below 25% health. Think about it a second, please. So as long as an enemy hero is under 25% health, Illidan is able to hunt him, even in a bush, even if stealthed or whatever. Illidan can hunt him or her down. Of course, it depends where his prey is, but the talent is insane. I'm a bit scared against new Illidan against Illidan players with the new changes. So yeah, Jaina and Kalthas Jaina got a bit nerfed, and they removed Bolt of the Storm on her, so she isn't able to teleport anymore. And the improved ice block got moved from level 13 to level 20. So they are just adjusting the survivability of many of the assassins. Like Jaina, for example. As I said, they removed Bolt of the Storm. And there's another mage who got nerfed and buffed at the same time. I'm talking about our all-beloved Kalthas. Kalthas also will miss Bolt of the Storm with the next patch. He will miss Arcane Barrier. But Arcane Barrier is moved to level 1 in kind of a quest way. I was talking about it earlier. The new level 1 talent, I have to see where it is. Mana Addict. It's still called Mana Addict. I don't find the thing right now. But what it actually does is you have to collect region orbs, and you get a shield passively, which is 100% of your mana as a shield on your health. I guess it was that way. So basically it got reworked, it got a bit nerfed in terms of percentage based. Yes, so that's basically it. His chain bomb got removed, but the living bomb, his W, has the chain bomb now by default. That means on level 1 you can actually use chain bomb, but it doesn't spread to minions or buildings anymore, just to enemy heroes. That means if you apply it to a minion, it doesn't spread. And if you apply it to a hero, it doesn't spread to the minions or buildings. And you can't apply it twice anymore, twice in a row. That means you can't press your D and spam the W on one hero and then the living bomb explodes immediately. No, that's not possible anymore. But I have to say, it sounds like a nerf, but it isn't. I really like the changes on Kalthas. He feels really good, and to be honest, he feels a bit more tactical now, so you have to be really careful how to use your abilities, right? So right now on the live servers, it's just like, oh, there's an enemy, Gravity Lapse, Flame Strike, Chain Bomb, dead. So that's basically Kalthas now. And on the PTR, it feels that you have to be really aware of what you are doing with your abilities. So there's another quest on level 1 that you, for every enemy hero you hit with your Flame Strike, you increase your Flame Strike by, I think, 10. And if you reach level 100 stacks, you get a permanent improve. But if you don't reach the 100 stacks, you actually lose every stack when you die. So basically it's kind of a gathering power mechanic on your flame strike, but if you reach 100 stacks or 50 stacks, I'm not sure right now, then you can actually get actually a permanent buff. Yeah, so that's also a quest thing. And there was actually another one, but I can't remember, and it's actually not in the patch notes. I can't read it right now. Anyway, some other small changes. I will not cover that, but a new level 20 talent has arrived for Kalthas. It's called Master of Flames. Living Bomb can now spread indefinitely between enemy heroes. That means the team has to spread out if they want, because for me, in my opinion, it will be the new to-go talent for Kalthas, and because Kalthas was so strong for so long because of the chain bomb, right? The chain bomb was kind of a winning condition for a team, and the level 20 talent sounds like the old, really far back old chain bomb, because as Kalthas was released back then, his chain bomb was able to actually spread indefinitely forever. Okay, and then there were the changes because Kalthas was OP, blah blah blah, and now we're where we are today. But with the new patch, there is the level 20 talent Master of the Flames, and the Living Bomb can now spread forever between enemy heroes. We will see how things are going. I really like the changes on Kalthas, and we will see how he will work, right? Because right now Li Ming just picked his place in ranked game and stuff, so yeah, I hope Kalthas will come back with that patch. Another hero I was really excited about was Gazlo. As I was reading the patch notes first, I was so excited, and then I played him and I was even more excited because there were some talent removals, but it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all. He got some improvements, but some adjustment, and he got some really cool utility things. My new favorite talent on level 6 at 20. Where is it? I can't find it. There it is. Firing my lasers. Firing a death laser. That's Gazlo's W, which has never been used, causes each rocket turret to fire its own death laser as well. Yes. Yes! It is so awesome how it sounds like! It is awesome. It's really fun. I don't think it is OP because you have to charge up your laser to maximum to actually get a use to it, but to get a use out of it. But it is so fun! You have 3 or 4 turrets and you're just... You know what I'm saying, right? So, whatever. There are some other changes I will not cover here right now, so yeah, that's basically it. Gazlo got a bit adjusted. He can pick a talent now where your turrets deal 25% more damage when Gazlo is in attack range. That means you have to actually be near your turrets now to get use out of them, because most of the time was just like, okay, I place some turrets and then I will go and I'm top hero damage. So yeah, I really like it. I really like the changes on Gazlo so far. Another hero, one of my most favorite heroes of all time, Sylvanas. My very first master hero. My very first hero I've ever bought in Heroes of the Storm, beside the Vikings. Sylvanas got so reworked and it is awesome. you think it is a bit nerfy, but to be honest, I really like the changes. Her basic attack damage got a bit increased, but overall, I guess they want to make her more push-oriented again. Right now, the current meta is all about hero damage, always fighting, no one is pushing, even Zur has some pushing potential, Zagara has pushing potential, all of the specialists out there have so much pushing potential, but no one is pushing because if you push, your team is raging at you. But I really like it that Blizzard tries to implement more pushing potential to the heroes again, and Sylvanas is one of them. So, first of all, remember that second ultimate of Sylvanas, which got never picked because it sucked? Yes, it's a new level 7 talent now. Of course, it's not as powerful as an ultimate. It has 3 charges now, and you can... Oh, yeah, okay, for people who don't know what that ultimate actually is, or was, it allows Sylvanas to take over minions of an enemy wave, right? So you can actually just possess, you can possess enemy minions in a lane. On level 20, even catapults and mercenaries. That got totally removed. Now it has 3 stacks and you can just possess minions. So really, really cool. I liked it, I tried it, and the 3 charges are actually really fast and reloading, so I like it. It's awesome. A new talent, it's called Mercenary Queen. Basically, it's an Sylvanas version of Mercenary Lord. Nearby non-boss allied mercenaries deal 50% more damage. There's some removed talents on the Q, on the Withering Fire. For example, Corruption got removed, Splinter Shot got removed, with the Rind got moved from 1 to 4, Barbed Shot from 1 to 7, Evasive Fire from 13 to 16. So basically it's a bit mixed there right now, so you have to decide on the talent tiers which talent you actually want to go for. In my opinion, her level 1 tier is totally shit right now. I'm not sure if I like it so much, but the other tier talents are so cool. Options there. There's not only one way to play Sylvanas anymore, and I really, really like it. So, now you may ask, what happened with the second ultimate slot? There is a new heroic ultimate and it's called Mind Control. After channeling 1 second, gain control of an enemy hero's movement for 2.5 seconds. Doesn't sound much, but that means you can actually control the movement of an enemy hero for 2.5 seconds. That's kind of an extended stun, and it is... I can't say how cool that is. It has a high cooldown, I think it's 90 seconds or something. And on level 20 you can improve the ultimate, so the target's movement speed, so if you want to take over a mind control an enemy hero, you gain he or she gains 100% movement speed, so he can run. So it's really cool, it's so versatile, right? You can use it for bring up a gank on that target. You can bring up an escape for your team, maybe a chasing Cho'Gall. You can make mind control the Cho'Gall and just move him in a different direction and your team is safe. Or maybe you just want to gank, let's say, Zul. So let's just control Zul under your towers. Your team is following up, stuns, boom, boom, bye. I'm thinking about stuff like, okay, my ETC missed Muradin in the mosh pit. Let's just move Muradin into the mosh pit so he can't interrupt ETC. So there's some use, for my opinion. It's such a cool ultimate. I really like it. And I'm a bit scared that it's actually now better than the Wailing Arrow. But you have a decision now. You have the choice. You can choose between 2 ultimates. There is no rage against you when you pick the second ultimate. I mean, I played the possession after the first buff. It was totally fine, but everyone was still raging. But you know how people are, right? So, there's one more hero who got changed a lot. But I want to be honest with you, I'm so not experienced with Tychus. I like Tychus. I played him a bit, but there are so many things they changed that I have no idea what actually is there in the patch notes. What I can tell you is that one of my friends is a really good and really experienced Tychus player, and he said the changes are interesting, and Tychus is really auto attack heavy. So right now on the live servers, most of the time you go for the overkill build, because the overkill is just good for bursting heroes down, and then you can still move around and still throw your grenade and secure the kill. With the upcoming changes, Tychus looks a bit like an more auto attack oriented hero. So many talents have actually percentage based hero damage. That means if you are facing a double tank team or a Cho'Gall, or let's say just a really high health pool team comp, Tychus could be the way to go now, because you can actually just pick all of the percentage based damage talents, and you do such a bunch of damage. It's a ton of damage to the enemy team if they have a high health pool there. So that's what I can tell you right now from my friend who is really experienced with Tychus. And yeah, that's pretty much it about all the changes. Yeah, there's some small changes. For example, block got increased from 50 to 75% on every hero. So all the tanks out there may be happy now, because right now it's really mage heavy, but with the Illidan and Tychus changes, maybe it gets more auto attack heavy again, the upcoming meta. So we will see how things are going. Some bug fixes, I will not cover that. And yes, that's pretty much it about the patch notes. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you know what's going on now. And when will the patch come out? Well, the PTR is up until 29 of March, so I guess it will be next week on Wednesday in Europe. Okay, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one.